Hi, my name is Liz Hathaway and this is my look at the week ahead. That's the week starting Monday the 20th of July. We get on Monday a second new moon within the same sign. You might remember we had a new moon solar eclipse on the axis of the world at the very beginning of the sun's ingress and sun's journey through Cancer. And now at this late stage with the sun in 28, 27 degrees of Cancer, we're getting a second new moon. So this is new moons are seeding moments. There are seeding of intentions. So here, two new moons in Cancer, one of them being an eclipse. And we know, like, when a new moon is also an eclipse, the effects are much longer. They last longer than a normal new moon. So the area of your chart where these new moons, these two new moons have fallen is in a way highlighted. This is where, new moons are always about intentions. They're always about starting things off. There's always that sense with the new moon of growth. It's an early stage of something. But this new moon being the second, it's at the very late degrees of Cancer. It's almost like the ending as well of something, because we see that new moon is opposite Jupiter, opposite Saturn, opposite Pluto. So there's that feeling with this particular new moon as well of establishing borders, and Saturn particularly of cutting ties, of distance, of emotional distance, of obstacles in our path. It's a very, very fraught new moon, this second new moon. Raven Caldera, who's written a great book on moon signs on the moon, in the moon cycle, says this is the mother-daughter new moon. And yeah, it's very much, I think, as well about, certainly with Saturn in the picture and Pluto in the picture, there is that feeling, and in the mother-daughter relationship, it's a real sort of sort of Persephone-Pluto story, of the daughter being torn away from the mother. So this is a very emotionally fraught, difficult, I think, new moon. When we get to Tuesday, that's when we get the Sun-Saturn opposition. I think Sun-Saturn oppositions also are about self-discipline. There's that element with the sun being the source, opposite Saturn. It's cooling off, it's distance. It's also that sense of withholding love, or having to hold back or hold things in. And this is happening on the very day that Mercury squares Chiron. Mercury also in Cancer. So we have to be careful of what we say at the moment. Yeah, we have to watch our words, because words have the power to heal, but they also have the power to wound. Chiron is in Aries at the moment. So it's that sense of how we frame things, how we put things into words, that we allow the healing quality of words to come through, not the wounding quality. So I think we have to be mindful, certainly in the first half of this week, under that really fraught, tense, difficult new moon, that we are also aware of borders, aware of our own responsibility, which is also Sun-Saturn, and that certainly Mercury square Chiron, that we are using words in the right way, that we are saying the right things, possibly at a very difficult period in time. On Wednesday, we see the sun moving into majestic Leo. This is the sign of its rulership. There's a lot of power with the sun in Leo. We know in the course of its journey, it's going to be trining Mars at some point, which is also a powerful masculine planet. So there is a sense here of, as well, being able to establish your own goals, whereas Cancer is very much about taking care of, nurturing, mothering. The sun in Leo is very much about myself. What do I want? What do I need? Can be selfish in that, but perhaps given the whole planetary picture, a certain degree of self-awareness is a good thing here. And we see on that same day that Mercury in Cancer is sextiling Uranus in Taurus. So there is a learning curve here. There is a possibility here as well for new ideas, new thoughts, new ways of expressing ourselves, new avenues for self-expression coming through here. Then when we get to the weekend, of course, we start to sort of, the temperature ramps up again with that moon in Libra. It's a kind of a roller coaster ride there when the moon goes into Libra this weekend. Because what do we see? We see moon in Libra is opposite Mars, for example, which is the red flag or the false flag, danger. But it's also trining Venus, which is passion aplenty, we could say. But, Venus is very much a planet as well that's connected to what we love, what we hold dear, what's closest to our heart. Mars trine Venus, for relationships and things, this is a powerful thrust. But then we get moon square Jupiter, moon square Pluto, and by Monday, moon square Saturn. So some of the themes that are coming in on Monday under that new moon are definitely coming back in on the weekend with the moon in Libra, square in Jupiter, which is a hugely emotional kind of placement as well, square in Pluto, where some feelings, and certainly with the square to Saturn as well, that feeling of holding things under wraps, sitting on it and trying perhaps, because Libra is very much the sign of balance and the sign of harmony and the sign of equilibrium, in a difficult situation, trying to somehow find a sense with the sun in Leo of personal balance and personal equilibrium, looking for that. So very, very interesting week, I think. And I think the thing is, what I'm picking up about it is certainly after the sun moves into Leo, the personal goals are important, and finding a balance between nurturing, caring, giving, which is the general theme of the new moon, balancing that with, finding self-disciplined borders, and with Mercury square Chiron as well, of the wise use of language and words. Okay, thank you for listening. Have a great week. That was it. Bye.